DJ and
Lulu Productions.
And today we have a box that came from American Girl, and we're gonna open it up. The magazine that came is the current one, I guess, that they have out now. In the back here. This one means a lot to me, this particular doll, because it is a doll, obviously. I mean, look at the shape of the box. This one really means a lot to me because it reminds me of my grandmother. And she recently passed away a couple weeks ago, and she and I were very, very close. And while she was alive, she loved dolls and collected dolls, and this doll in particular reminds me of her, not necessarily that she grew up in this era, or she was born in this era, she wasn't, but she did grow up in this era. So I'm going to get started with some of the little pieces. Oh, there. Lexi has all the little popcorns. So this one, of course, it's Be Forever. Well, we're just going to do this and we'll open them later, okay? Honey, are you going to sit down or what are you going to do? Okay. And then this in the back here, these are, these are Maryellen's pajamas, so obviously I got Maryellen. And then we have Maryellen's crinoline. It's very important. Girl of the 50s had the crinoline to make her skirt big and poofy. And then we have her hairstyling set, because this goes with the pajamas, or bought separately, but it was in the sale for like $10. Hang on one second. For $10, but my grandmother would always go to bed with curlers in her hair, so this was important to me to get. So I have that one, and then we have
accessories.
Yeah, Maryellen's accessories. So that's in here. I can't wait to open that up.
Should I get her out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we have the doll. Do you want some help?
No, I can do this.
You can? Okay. Yay! So here we have Maryellen. She really does remind me of my grandmother. My grandmother had red hair. She had hazel eyes. And she did have bangs when she was a little girl. So she was born in 1939, so she would have been in her early to mid-teens in the 50s with Maryellen. Hi, Augie. But she would have really appreciated Maryellen's time period. And this book, I'm sure my daughter will end up reading. My grandmother was kind of old school. She's still a very traditional, old school type person within her values and things, which was, important to me. It was important to her, and I really, really do miss her an awful lot. She meant a lot to me, and now she's passed on. I do have like this ring from her. But nothing quite is the same as getting a doll that looks like her. And she used to have, as a child, long, curly, wavy hair, like Maryellen did. And this is definitely something that my grandmother would have worn as a little girl or a young girl. And looking. I like it too, the little mint color bow. But, I remember seeing pictures of her in outfits like this, with her hair up high or little braids, like 2 braids down here. But, yeah, her hair was pretty much this color growing up. So, and she has different highlights in her hair. And the pink and the red and the minty blue color here. Now, Maryellen, I'm not going to keep her name Maryellen because I just don't like that name. My grandmother's name was Elsie. I'm not going to call her Elsie either. Okay, Lex. But I am going to use Maryellen's nickname, which was Ellie. I think that's a good mix and a good blend of both of them. And her bangs, and she kind of had bangs that did look like this too. So that was pretty cool. And I like her little shoes and everything. So I'm gonna dress her up, bring out her little meat accessories, and then put the crinoline under her dress, and then do a little kind of like show and tell of her. But I really love her, and she's going to be very special in my collection because of my grandmother, who I miss very much. So I will come back, and she'll be in her crinoline. Thing before I do put it on, Maryellen, wanted to show you the crinoline that goes underneath. It's this very pretty see-through light pink with the bubblegum pink trim at the end. I think it's really cute, very pretty, very 1950s. So I am going to put this on her, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like before I put it on, so it kind of just like stands up by itself. So it's flowy in a way, but nice and stiff where it needs to be. I'm back. And have my assistant over here pressing buttons for me. There she is. So this is Maryellen in her meat shoes. The only thing I'm disappointed with is that they didn't, these shoes are cute. There's no like little socks that have the little lacy edges to them. Anyway, here is her knit purse, which is absolutely darling. I love it. And it's plastic. The handle is plastic. This is fabric. I was hoping they would have some kind of latch on the inside to close it, but they don't. It's just plastic, and on the top, I don't know, can you see it a little bit better? The sun is shining differently. And then, yes, and then she has really, really pretty dainty gloves, and this reminds me of my grandmother. On Easter, she would always have us wearing gloves or that kind of thing with our Easter dresses and Easter outfits, because that's what she was used to. So you have a little bit of lace right up here in the bow, and then the same, obviously, on this side. Now this, she does have a pearl bracelet here, and it just slides on with the elastic. And then her pearl necklace has a clasp in the back. And I love her crocheted little shawl that's here. Guess, I don't know what you call it, a shrug, I think. And then she has like this bubblegum soda pop shop type of adorable dress. And she is wearing the crinoline right now. I don't know, can I stand her this way that you can see it? So this adds a lot of volume to her dress and the other skirts that she has in her collection. And I do look forward to getting more of Maryellen's collection. I wasn't really a fan of the 1950s up until, realizing like, oh my goodness, Maryellen reminds me of my grandmother. And, when she passed away, it was really hard on me. So this is this is my tribute to her, and remembering her and the legacy that she had left for me and my family. And then you have this pretty ribbon bow here that is sewn onto her dress. And then the little pleats in the skirt that give it that nice poofy body feel. And it is Velcro in the back, so that's a nice seamless Velcro. And then it has the sweetheart neckline up here that was very popular in the 50s. Again, with the same mint blue colored bow. And then her embroidered M for Maryellen there. And then the crinoline on her looks like this. So it's really, really pretty. Very dainty and light underneath. But definitely has that body that you need to make the dress stand out. And then she has these pretty hazel eyes, and then her bangs that kind of go off to the side that has a little poof like right here. And I think they explained why in the book, or at least I'd heard that they explained why in the book. I don't know if she cut her hair or what it was. And that could have been made up. I have no idea because I didn't read the book yet. So that's here. And then she does have a little bit of a side part right here. It doesn't look like it goes too deep. And then her red hair is very bouncy, which would have been appropriate back then with the high ponytail and the curlier wavy hair and how bouncy it was. And this is like the strawberry blonde type of red hair. It's gorgeous. So we have Maryellen, and be sure to be on the lookout for more videos of her because she's going to be a very important part of my collection. And then, of course, her bow, her perfect little bow up here at the top. So, welcome, Maryellen. Ellie, thanks for watching.